Good morning. Is it? Is everything all right?
Just getting ready for another day of being ignored while Vlad does all the work.
Vlad?
Yeah, Vlad. Check-in machine. Vlad, it's a Czech name. I looked it up.
Oh, I see. Well, if you are saying you need more things to occupy your time...
No. I got plenty to do.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it.
What's that, a reminder?
What? Oh, nothing.
What's it a reminder for?
I said nothing.
Well, it must be something. You remembered.
What?
Wow. Do you know what? That's so sweet. I wouldn't have given that a second thought, but you remembered. That's lovely. Morning.
Morning.
After you.
Don't really understand.
Good Willis. Morning. Morning.
Morning. Good morning, Mill Health Centre.
Hello, it's me.
Oh, thank goodness somebody to talk to at last.
Ah, the machine.
Yeah, flipping Vlad.
Who?
Vlad. It's a check-in machine, so we need a check name.
Oh. No, don't you think Pavel has more of a romantic ring to it?
No, Vlad, the destroyer of human relationships.
I think you'll find he was more of an impaler.
Whatever. He's pretty antisocial.
Oh, you sound grumpy. Did that social worker give you a hard time yesterday?
No.
I mean, they come on with their softly modulating voices and sympathetic nods, and all the time they're burrowing into your very soul. Still, I expect it's worth it if you really do want to have children rampaging through your home. Definitely grumpy.
Well, it was my normal seminar on Moby Dick. They said they found it so evocative they could smell the sea. I said, "Are you sure it isn't Professor Wilson just walking past?" Oh, talk of the devil. Professor Wilson, I was just singing your praises.
Professor, the article and review you ordered has just come into the library.
Ah, Miss Arbuthnot, just the person. Oh, that's a better aroma, the scent of a woman. Now, are you coming to the Vice-Chancellor's sherry evening with me?
All right. What?
Pardon?
What?
Well, I hesitate to say pardon again, otherwise we'll just... Can I help you?
What have I forgotten?
I don't know. Why have you forgotten?
When I got out of the car this morning, I had a reminder on my phone, and you thought that it was for something significant.
And it wasn't? Well, that hurts.
Oh, for goodness sake, I can't be bothered.
Oh, fine. So, May the 19th, 2013 means nothing to you.
No!
Oh. That was the first morning I brought you breakfast in bed.
For goodness sake, when are you ever going to reach the age of maturity?
So come on, what was it for?
Well, if you must know, it was a reminder. To remind me that today is the day that Leather Bridge of Life comes out.
Oh, you said you weren't interested.
Yes, all right, but you were the one who let them into our home to do a photographic feature. What say did I have?
Not a lot.
I think I have a right to see that our home is displayed properly.
I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
I had better be.
Professor?
Come in.
You left before I could give you this.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Are you all right? You look flushed.
Bit of a headache. Could be migraines, I don't know.
You should get it checked out. I've got some paracetamol if you want. You should take your jacket off as well. It's quite stuffy in here.
No! No, wait. I just wondered if you'd seen my phone. I've misplaced it.
I haven't, I'm afraid.
Professor.
I'm asking you to behave like an adult instead of an immature undergraduate.
Oh, dear.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Afraid I don't know what you mean, old mate.
Of course you do. This sniping and undermining, this constant reference to my body odour. I know it's you who's been putting soap and talc in my pigeonhole, together with nasty notes, hints on BO.
Not me.
Don't lie.
Just doing you a favour, old son. You smell. You need to sort out your personal hygiene.
Why are you doing this?
Keep your eyes off Miss Arbuthnot. I don't know what she sees in you, but apparently there's something. And don't get your hopes up. She's probably like that with all the hopeless cases. Go away.
Oh, he looks like a real-life internet spod, doesn't he?
Yeah, I guess, if that's what they're supposed to look like.
Oh, yeah, it's all scruffy jeans and T-shirts these days. Whereas he's in his Sunday best, like Mummy's dressed him up for the occasion.
And you look ridiculously pleased with yourself.
No change there, then. Al, is that a cravat?
Perhaps. Oh, Daniel, what are the chances that Zara's going to get the golf clubs out again?
Well, I know that she's looking forward to seeing them.
Oh, well, that's a good sign, then, isn't it? Isn't it? Is it?
Shouldn't be too much longer now.
Hi. Would you like to come on in?
Dr. Vere, could I have a quick word?
Just go on in.
That's Professor Wilson. He's complaining of headaches, but I think he's also suffering from trimethylaminoria.
What? I've never heard of it. Anyway, how would you know?
Oh, my uncle had it. It's a chemical deficiency. It makes you smell. Also known as fish odour syndrome. Yeah, he's dead now, poor soul. He went deaf and then he died.
Deafness isn't fatal.
Well, it is if you don't hear the lorry that knocks you over. Anyway, he joined a support group.
What, for deaf people?
No, for sufferers of trimethylaminoria. Keep up. Anyway, I could get you the details.
Right. Yeah, thanks. Sorry about that. Please, take a seat. Or, in fact, maybe take your jacket off first.
Is that necessary?
Well, headaches, was it? Well, it is rare, but headaches and hypertension are sometimes linked, so I will need to take your blood pressure. Here, let me.
It's a travesty. They haven't even shown the room. Just some picture of a slob reclining in a leather armchair in front of a window. They have turned this into some kind of crummy bachelor pad. They may as well have littered the place with some of those disgusting men's magazines. Listen to this. Dr. Al relaxes his giant brain in his spacious lounge. When he's not inventing life-saving computer apps, Dr. Al loves nothing more than chilling on his sleek leather recliner. But does he need a bit of feminine input into this clearly bachelor lifestyle environment? What do you think, ladies? Any suggestions?
So, you've seen her?
You do need to tone down on the washing and the scrubbing. You're going too hard on your skin and it's not good.
But I need to deal with the smell.
I know, but you're overdoing it.
So what are my choices?
Well, we deal with the condition.
Which is what?
Trimethylaminoria. Or at least it would appear to be. It's a metabolic disorder. Normally, trimethylamine, which smells, is rendered odourless by an enzyme called FMO3. But this doesn't happen to people with the syndrome. But the chemical still needs to escape somehow, so it does so through other means, through the urine and sweat, for instance. Unfortunately, it does have a rather unpleasant smell, hence also being known as fish odour syndrome.
That's what I have.
Well, subject to me getting the urine test results back. And if it is confirmed, we'll just refer you to a specialist.
But it is a medical condition.
Yeah, absolutely.
My God. But I've been to doctors before. They've just told me to wash thoroughly. Why haven't they told me about this?
Well, it is very rare. I mean, I might have said the same thing, but fortunately our receptionist had a relative with the same condition, so she was able to give me the heads up.
So, what happens now?
Well, the bad news is that there is no cure. But the good news is it can be managed through just a few changes to your diet. And I see here there is also a support group you can contact. Valerie, our receptionist, will give you the contact details.
Cancelled? Well, it's not very convenient. Why? No, I've already said I don't want Chantal. I want Michael. Il est très sympathique avec ma cheval. You don't speak French? So why do you call yourself Pierre? Honestly. Better?
I am now. Thanks to you.
Oh, go on.
I mean it. My lucky day meeting you.
Well, in that case, could I ask you for something?
Whatever you want.
Look, I hope you don't mind, but I've been looking you up on the university website. You're famous.
Well,
You've written books.
well, for...
And they're all set in medieval times.
That's my field, yes. Medieval anthropology.
Oh, I love things set in medieval times. Are you familiar with Lady de Vere's Desire?
No.
Lady de Vere's Dilemma? The Curse of Lady de Vere?
No.
No? Oh, well, you'd love them. Real insight to those times when men were men, swashbuckling their way into demure ladies' hearts. Not like today, when ladies are expected to buy their own lunch. Of course, my Lady de Vere doesn't really exist. She's only in my romantic fiction novels.
But probably based on fact. The De Veres were Earls of Oxford from 1141 through to 1703, and there were several Lady De Veres.
Oh, so you know all about her. In that case, could I have one of your books signed, maybe? I would love to read about the real Lady de Vere.
Well, I haven't actually written on them. I just know about them from the medieval world I inhabit.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I'd love to read about that world.
Of course, then. And Dr. Vere said you might have some information for me?
Silly me. Sorry, I haven't got around to it yet. I've been rushed off my feet.
Surfing the net.
Yes, and, well, other things. So, have you got a number that I could contact you on and I'll get you the details?
Or I could come back. I've got a seminar now, but if I pop back later?
Perfect. Oh, hello. Campus surgery. Valerie speaking. How can I help?
I'm probably overreacting, but you know, me and Rob are talking about fostering.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the social worker came over yesterday and she was all very nice, but suddenly she made it sound all very real. Whereas before...
It was just something you were considering.
Mm-hmm. And then Valerie said something this morning about social workers being very nice on the surface. Well, all the time they're burrowing into your soul, and I think she's right.
What do you mean?
I was blathering on, and I got all flustered, and before I knew it, I was talking about my memory problems, and then I completely lost it, and I'm just so worried that I've blown it for us.
It is about the machine.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You're feeling undervalued. You're feeling like you're losing your point of contact with people, and so it's making you feel a bit redundant.
Which I am.
Yeah, and so that's making you feel insecure, and you're transferring those feelings onto the idea of the fostering. And you really shouldn't, because the two things are, well, they're entirely different.
No, but I do have memory problems.
Yeah, and you've told the social worker, so there's no worries. Let's not forget, you've been there, you've raised kids, you know what is what. And dealing with difficulties, that's one of the most important life lessons that you can pass on to foster kids.
Thanks, Ruma.
It's all part of the service.
No, if you're sure, I will, I'll see you there. Bye.
What's up?
Nothing?
You think I was Zara?
I did for a moment, yeah. So,
That was the University of Leatherbridge, the computer science department. One of the lecturers wants me to go in and give a talk to the students about my app.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Aren't you?
No. It's a good example of what I tease for.
Yeah, but I'm not exactly qualified, am I? I mean, developing an app is one thing, but going to talk to students, a group of computer experts, that's something else.
Oh, come on, you're more expert than they are. And you're a celebrity now because of the internet, so it comes with the territory.
Here we go. Have you bought your copy yet, by the way?
No, £5. I'll have a look online.
It's £5. Come on, you're such a tightwad.
You can't call me a tightwad because I just bought you lunch, but if you don't want it...
No, I didn't say that. What is my lunch? What have you... Egg and cress? That's the cheapest, nastiest sandwich you can get.
I'm so sorry. Got held up.
Oh, don't worry, Professor. It's not a problem.
And please stop calling me Professor. My name's Phil.
And my name is Valerie. Proud passer of 6 O-levels, one of which was an A grade.
Oh, yes. Which one?
History.
I'm impressed. I can't begin to tell you how much you've done for me today. Whoa, don't know where that came from.
I do. I'm a cancer survivor. I know exactly what it's like to face a future that looks hopeless. But then to feel like you've been given a new lease of life.
Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear about the cancer, but I can't tell you how wonderful it is to talk to someone who understands. I need to repay you, apart from with my book, which I've forgotten, I'm afraid. I normally take sandwiches and go and sit on the bench in the park, so I don't offend anyone with my aroma. So, not very exciting, otherwise we could do lunch.
Now, you really need to read up on my Lady de Vere. She would insist on a proper lunch. And blow what anybody else thinks. Actually, I know just the place if you really do want to repay me. With me, Professor?
Peace offering.
What is it?
Open it. I think Al's a little worried about how you'll react.
So he should be. Where did you get these?
You see, I asked the photographer to take a few shots while he was there. Shows the house in a much better light, don't you think? So, please?
Don't bank on it.
Okay.
The hazard of the condition, I'm afraid. I'm always seated as far away from others as possible.
Oh, don't worry about that. I am just happy that we get to delve into the world of Lady de Vere.
You tell me about your Lady de Vere first.
Strange, isn't it? She's my role model in my romantic fiction, whilst also being part of your world. Oh, and I've just realised you're being treated by Dr. Vere.
Ah, gosh.
So is your wife an academic?
I'm not married. At work, plus my condition makes relationships a bit of a challenge.
Now, that's where she can teach us something. If Lady de Vere falls for the stable boy, she gets the stable boy. She has no problem with love across the divide. It's a bit like us. You're a professor, and I am just a humble possessor of 6 O-levels, albeit one at A grade. She wouldn't let a little thing like a medical condition get in the way of her pursuit of love and happiness.
You're saying that if there was someone, I should ignore the whatever it's called, and just go for it.
Why not?
You know, of all the women I've known, you've done more for me in one day than the rest put together.
So, are you saying there might be someone?
I didn't think so until something happened today.
Oh, what was that?
I thought I picked up a hint that someone might be interested in me.
Really? Is it that obvious?
I think so, although I'm not sure.
Well, are you interested in her?
Definitely.
Well, then what's stopping you?
She'll probably say no.
No, she won't.
You don't think so?
No. What have you got to lose?
You're right.
So ask.
I will. As soon as I get back to work. Are you all right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You didn't think...
Oh, no. No, I just... Excuse me, I'm just going to go to the ladies' room.
Hiding from Zara?
No.
And just because she came after you at the golf club doesn't mean she's into you. Not Zara?
No, I just came in for a chat.
You're not chatting.
What are you working on?
Patient note. You don't have to worry, you know.
Worry about what?
Oh, come on. The lecture.
Well, that's easy for you to say, isn't it, Jimmy? You're not going to be the one standing up there in front of a group of cocky computer whiz kids.
Why do you think they're there?
To mock and judge me until their throats are sore.
You, my friend, have managed somehow, I don't know how, to invent something which is going to be beneficial to mankind. They're there to learn from you. So you get to stand up, you get to show off, and then you get to be praised for it. What's your problem?
Good chat.
Close my door.
Good chat.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't give you the wrong idea.
Oh, no. No. It's just... I just didn't realise how hot it was in here. So, what were we talking about? Oh, yes. The girl of your dreams. So, who is she?
She's our senior librarian.
Brainy, then. Not like me.
But she is attractive, just like you.
Oh.
Plus, you had the brains to diagnose something that doctors haven't.
Oh, well, you know, you pick things up.
Well, thank goodness you did. You have literally transformed my life. Still not sure if I've got the guts to ask someone out.
Of course you have.
You think?
Look, you know what your diagnosis is now, and you know how to treat it. So now, what should be coming out of your pores is not sweat, but pure confidence. Do you know, when I've got a problem, I always think, what would Lady de Vere do? Trust me, when it comes to love, she is never wrong. So this would be her advice.
Just the man.
Oh, Professor.
What? Wait, what are you doing?
Taking you for a little chat. That's right, get a good sniff, because you're going to be smelling an awful lot more of it.
What are you doing? You mad?
No, empowered. I'm doing something I should have done a long time ago, but I didn't have the confidence. Now I have, because I've just been diagnosed as having a medical condition, which explains my smell and will soon be under control. And something Ms. Arbuthnot just said has suddenly clicked.
What?
Professor. One new professorship available, 2 of us went for it, and I got it. Well, those days are over. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business with Ms. Arbuthnot. I'm sorry, I could see you were uncomfortable.
Don't apologise. I'm grateful.
I need to explain about earlier in my room.
I'm sorry, I don't have time just now. I have a meeting.
Then perhaps you could make time for a drink later?
Okay. I finish at 4.
4 it is.
I've got a proposal for the trust, and... Oh, you've seen that?
Oh, you are very lucky to live in such a grand home.
Yes, well, when it isn't being made a laughingstock of.
Well, I do not feel it is being given the prominence that it deserves. You know, I'm surprised that the photographer didn't take advantage of his setting, the decor, and of course your beautiful kitchen.
Yes. Well, thank you.
You know, when I was a child, I always dreamed about living in a beautiful house.
Well, presumably you have a nice house now. No?
Valerie, may I present Ms. Arbuthnot?
Marjorie.
Delighted. To my own Lady de Vere, with heartfelt thanks.
Lady de Vere, Mistress of the Robes.
No, this is our Lady de Vere, the one who moves in mysterious ways.
Oh, thank you. Lovely. Lovely smell. Oh, are you allergic?
No sense of smell. Never have had.
Really? No sense of smell. You see, what did I tell you? You can always trust Lady de Vere to bring the right people together.
It's all right. I know, I'm just the same.
What was it that you were saying about your house?
I am not aware that I said anything.
Exactly. It was what you didn't say. You're clearly not happy with it, are you? So, if you're not happy, the solution's simple. Move.
Oh, look, 2 ticks. It's the machine. Poor Mrs. Dibdin got into a right state about it, so I'm doing something that no machine can do just yet, and that's make an upset patient a nice cup of tea.
When you stood outside this room, no one gets in. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. Who is it?
Daisy Murray.
That is not a very friendly face, now is it?
You need more sleep.
Whoa, you can't go in there. Well, you just gonna let him walk in there?
I literally should not be making this noise.
Who are you? I'm the cleaner.
Better get back before it exterminates all the nations.